All right, everyone, here we go from the Driscoll Arena in Fall River, Massachusetts. We welcome you to our coverage of the 2024 Prenda Cup Final, and tonight a first-ever championship matchup as the Somerset Berkley Raiders get set to take on the Taunton Tigers. Thank you for joining us on our tape delay and live stream feeds. I'm Keegan Hamblett alongside Mikey Alves. Mikey, first game for you. How does it feel to be on the mic?
Pretty surreal, honestly. I've always envisioned myself doing something like this, but now to be actually here, like, trying it out, it's pretty cool. So, yeah.
We'll go over the round one results real quick. Somerset Berkley got the win over Diamond Durfee 6-2. Taunton got the win over Apponequet 3-1. Only 4 teams in the tournament, so it's 2 de facto semifinal matchups. That's how we get to here on this crisp, cold Saturday night outside. Mikey, what should we be looking to see from Somerset Berkley to maybe build off of that win that maybe we didn't see originally?
I'd probably just say get pucks in deep and keep your head up and make smart plays. Like, you don't want to be taking stupid penalties or, you know, running guys and putting your team in a hole early on.
The puck drops. We are underway from Fall River. The Raiders in white, Taunton in black. Off the faceoff, Mason Sullivan will send it around. It's going to be an early icing against the Raiders. Starting goaltenders for both sides, they were the same ones that we saw in both the semifinal games. Cam Tomaszewski for Taunton, who made 21 saves on 22 shots, 3-year starter. And Gavin Rodriguez, first-year starter, won the first game, allowed 2 goals. Started up by Evan Barboza for Somerset Berkley the other way, enters in on the right side, still going past Braden LaChance. Adam Bastos, one of 2 captains on the side, will take over. He'll go back down low to Barboza, who gets hit into the boards nicely by Jamie Valarelli. Valarelli recorded an assist in the semifinal game. A shot on frame hit the outside of the post early on, 30 seconds in. Bastos battling on the side against LaChance, and the puck will spring free for the Tigers. Played up on the side for Trey Nadeau, who feeds it over the middle, and not handled cleanly by Valarelli, and the puck's going to come out of the zone and sent right back in. Here's Mason Sullivan. Going to go on the right side, being nudged by Jonathan McGrath. Sullivan, the stick drag, he's in, has to get it behind the net. He'll be chopped down. Aaron Preston trying to win the race to it. He's knocked off the puck, and the Tigers will get it out of the zone again, which Bastos will dump it in. Tomaszewski leaves it for Brady Gomes, who's close friends with Somerset Berkley forward Cam McKenna, as that one is dumped in and covered by Tomaszewski. Head coaches on both sides. Mikey, you know Coach Kevin Snyder very well. Why don't you go over some of his accolades with the team?
Oh, this is his 22nd season as head coach since the 2003-04 season. He's an all-time wins leader for SBRHS. He's a former golf coach for the school, and he also fills in occasionally as shot clock operator for home basketball games.
And that was a good shot there from Nate Mello, who recorded his 25th career goal on Wednesday night. Once again, Tomaszewski with the stop. For the Taunton side, the head coach is Chris Mattia. 14th season with the Tigers. He was a former captain and defenseman, class of 04 for Taunton, and he currently serves as the director of operations for Voyager Sports Academy. A minute and a half in, no score from Driscoll Arena. Brady Gomes taking it in the back, being pressured by Brett Axon. Fitzpatrick trying to win that puck back in the neutral zone. He's unable to. Taunton's going to enter in on the side. That's Clancy sending it down low. Caden Clancy, the hero, 2 goals against Apponequet on Wednesday. McKenna will chop it up, looking for Brady Fitzpatrick, and he couldn't get it over to Axon. McGrath had it pop up in the air. Axon trying to keep that puck in front of him. Somerset Berkley might be caught in a line change, but they do get it away. That was Lush, who played it cross ice to Nate Mello. Mello going to dump it in, gloved by Tomaszewski, and he'll hold it for a face-off. Well, Mikey, as you and I both know as alumni of the school, we see always at the Prenda Cup Final a lot of alumni returning. What does it mean for all these former students and players at Somerset Berkley just to be back and see these teams?
I feel like it's just great to have that sense of nostalgia, and, like, you know, especially for kids that played and were kind of like stars at Somerset, to be able to come back and experience the atmosphere again, I'm sure it feels great for them.
Noah Bloom going to play it up the ice, did not take a touch. It's an icing against Taunton. The faceoff will go in their end. Tonight's game is being broadcasted on tape delay feeds: Berkeley Community Access TV Channel 9, Somerset Access TV Channel 98, Taunton Community Access and Media TV Channel 15 and 22, and our Blue Raider Studios YouTube channel. We're streaming live on my broadcasting YouTube channel. Mason Sullivan going to take the shot, blocked away by Tomaszewski. Carter Sylvia, the junior, will get to it first. He'll send it around the boards. Jacob Matos gets it out. Gabe Gonzalez off the side. Gonzalez is up for the running of Young Player of the Year in the Taunton Daily Gazette. Mason Johnson a little bit too far for Matos. The captain Sullivan holds it in, trying to go on the side against Valarelli. And Bastos will take it out. Adam Bastos had 30 goals last year for DRS. Oh, they had Nadu forward if they could have gotten it to him. Simmons sends it in on Rodriguez. He'll blocker it down. Sullivan up the boards. That's a good pass over to Evan Barboza. Barboza in, and LaChance knocked him off the puck. The captain Nadu sends it up the side. This is going to be another icing against the Tigers. Face off right back in the zone. Well, Mikey, we're almost 4 minutes into this one. What are you liking from both sides so far early on?
I like how Somerset's right out the gun. They're starting fast. They're starting quick, getting pucks in deep. They're not really lying around in their defensive zone right now. I mean, eventually one of them is going to go in if they keep getting the shots on net.
Face off on the left side of Tomaszewski. And the Tigers win it with Valarelli in the circle. Blankush couldn't hold it in. And tried to tap it into the middle. It's going to be Mello sending it up. Too far for Aaron Preston. Tomaszewski will stick it aside for Brady Gomes. Gomes to Nadu off a skate. And Rodriguez going to have to paddle this one aside. Blankush, defender, senior defender. Should mention was on the DRS side last year. And he's right back on the puck. Trying to nudge Simmons into the boards. He ended up taking most of it. Preston able to chip it out. And Mello with the backhand over the middle. Barboza trying to look for either Preston or Bastos. Wasn't there. Another chance coming in on the right side. That shot is just wide. That came from Simmons. Mello gets it out of the zone. Barboza going to be in one-on-one. Maybe Aaron Preston can help, and he's decked down by Trey Nadu. Here's Bastos controlling it. LaChance back on it. Preston will leave it over for Gomes. Tomaszewski didn't get that one away. Preston on it, sends it into the middle. Barboza will get it back out. Out to the blue line for Mason Sullivan, goes to the left. Here's Adam Bastos shooting it. It was blocked down. Bastos the follow-up, goes to the right side to Nate Mello. Mello across, save, rebound, and it's cleared away off to the side. Mello in a battle with Valarelli, and he sends him down. That gets a good cheer from both sides. And Tomaszewski coming over, telling Jamie Valarelli to back off. This is going to be a penalty, though, against Nate Mello and Somerset Berkley. And it looks like Valarelli's going to go to the box, too. We might stay 5-on-5 here. But, Mikey, this is what we talked about in our pregame discussion. Who's going to win the physical battle? Who's going to be smarter? And right there, both sides just showing the aggression early on.
I feel like Taunton's always been known for their physical style of play, too. Like, they've always had big dudes. Right now, it looks like, you know, they're not as big as they used to be when I was a freshman playing. But still, I mean, it's going to come into effect.
We do stay 5-on-5. It is matching penalties. Sent in by the Tigers. Sullivan will take control. Sullivan lost it. Here's Drew Nadu with it now, and McKenna cut him off the puck. Played on the left side for Brady Fitzpatrick. Older brother Keegan, former DRS player, class of 23. He's in the building tonight. Here's Nadu. Tried the cross-ice pass, not going to work. Taken over by Fitzpatrick for the moment. Had Gonzalez calling for it in the back. McKenna going to enter in on the right side past McGrath. His pass attempt was blocked. Fitzpatrick over, and Axon sends it around. Fitzpatrick takes over, gets it over to Mason Sullivan, into the mix. Axon got it on frame, but Tomaszewski with another good cover. 7 saves early on for the Tiger netminder. And scoring for Somerset Berkley is going to be key. The DRS players at home, since that Somerset Berkley win at DRS February 9th, 2022, when the DRS players score 3 goals or more, they're 16-0 when they're the home team. That one goes high off the glass, and it's going to be sent all the way down, which Gabe Gonzalez will retrieve it. Gabe, the younger brother of former netminder Christian Gonzalez for the Somerset Berkley side. Played here for 1 season. Evan Sylvia on the right. Blocker down again. The Sylvia's trying to collide to help out one another. Trey Nadeau up past the red line, going to dump it in. He was in front of it, no icing. Rodriguez will stick it around. Too far for Colin Lush. This one left for Gabe Gonzalez off the boards, no touch. It's going to be an icing with 8 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the opening period. Well, Mikey, I know you were around the hockey team for a little bit. Saw some action. You were trying out a couple of times. What's Snyder's message to the team in games like this where if you lose, okay, it's against a Taunton side that's really, really good, but it's the Prenda Cup Final, which Somerset Berkley has really dominated since its inception in 2001.
I mean, yeah, to me, the very little I played when I was at Somerset, like, the Prenda meant a lot to Schneider.
Hold on a second. 2-on-1 here. Barboza feeds it across, and it's wide from Preston. Sorry to jump the gun. Continue what you were saying, Mikey.
Like, when I played for Somerset, the little I played, Schneider always talked about how significant he thought the Prenda Cup was. Like, if you would start off the season and lose a Prenda Cup, it wasn't always a good look for Somerset. Like, I feel like he just really, really wanted it and to be the top dog around this area and, you know, have that bragging rights over other local teams that, you know, might try to make a push for the state title.
Had another icing against Taunton on that sequence. Matching penalties are over. Everybody's in their respective spot, either on the ice or on the bench. Our camera operator for all our feeds tonight is Brian Moniz, so thank you, Brian, for helping out as always. Face-off on the left side of Tomaszewski. Raiders win it. Mello got deflected, and Preston couldn't redirect it in. Bastos on the follow-up short angle. He'll regather on the right side. Bastos hauled down. No arm goes up. Barboza going to squirt free. Had the stick being raised. Good work from Valarelli. Bastos gets taken down by Valarelli. Collisions everywhere on the ice. Played over to Nate Mello, fanned on the shot. Nadeau couldn't get it out. That one is sent all the way up high off the glass. Preston had the puck behind him, and Taunton's going to walk the other way with it. Here it comes from Gomes. It was blocked down. Blankush and Axon in the mix. You can hear the Raider faithful. Everybody making the trip here to Fall River tonight. It's a blackout theme for Raider Nation. Barboza, I don't know if he got any part of that puck, but it does go out, and it will be sent right back in. Here's Nate Mello, the defender this year after spending 2.5 years as a forward. Couldn't connect with Axon. Xander Doherty going to play it up the side. Sullivan too far for Axon. This could start up a break the other way. Sylvia tried to make the hit. Didn't get all of it. Mello the backhand. Axon able to retrieve a stick just in time. It's turned over. That's LaChance. Dangling save by Rodriguez. He sticks it to the right side. Mello on the backhand all the way around. Braden Smith going to win the race. He gets it in front. Maher, a shot was blocked down right in front. Fitzpatrick going to start up with McKenna the other way. And right there defensively, the senior Matt Maher. Sullivan and a tie-up with Doherty on the side. LaChance going to let it go for Bloom. 5:40 to go, first period. Still 0-0 in what we expect to be a tremendous and hard-fought championship game. Evan Sylvia gets it up. Bloom will take over for Taunton. Evan Sylvia, as well as Brett Axon, they do a car thing called Turbo Bros Dealing, where they clean out vehicles, so good chemistry on and off the ice for those two. Another icing against Taunton. And Mikey, what I would say with Taunton icing the puck this much, is this just trying to slow down the pace? What is it with them icing the puck all this?
I feel like the Somerset's pace is starting to get to them, and they're just trying to desperately get the puck out. But
we have alumni going right behind us. Noah Taylor, shout out Noah, former alternate captain on the Somerset Berkley side. Just good seeing faces, because it goes for you too. Some of these people, players, we haven't seen since we graduated high school. That's Gomes having trouble. Carter Sylvia trying to pressure him off the puck. Sylvia got free with it on the forehand for the moment. Still loose, and Gomes gets it off to the side. Played on the side. There's the shot. Good snag by Rodriguez. As taking the shot was Caden Clancy, the senior forward. Next game coming up for both sides. Somerset Berkley is at Plymouth North Monday at 2 o'clock at the Armstrong Arena in Plymouth. The Taunton side, next game Monday 11 o'clock at Middleborough at the Bridgewater Ice Arena. That Middleborough side now co-ops with SEC members Wareham and Carver, the former co-op they used to play in the South Coast Conference. That face-off won by Taunton. That one is tipped right on goal from Valarelli as Mason Johnson took the shot. Two sophomores connecting to get a chance on frame. Rodriguez again will have the face-off on his left side. Bastos Valarelli in the circle, and Bastos wins it. Mello trying to spring it forward for Evan Barboza, who had a first period hat trick in the round one win against the Diamond Durfee co-op. Preston try to get it over to Bastos, not there. Nudge Simmons off the puck. That shot is deflected high, and I don't know if that one ever came down. It might be stuck in the roof. And the face-off's going to be right over here. "25 viewers on the live stream right now. We do thank you for tuning in. Bastos wins yet another face-off on that left face-off circle. Barboza up to Adam Bastos. Bastos the stick drag in. He stumbled as he was trying to get it away. Here's Barboza following it up. The shot is just wide. Might have taken a touch off of Tomaszewski as it was going through. Here's Blankush, who couldn't hold it in at the point. Blankush has to be careful defensively, trying to reach it with the stick, and we're going to have a penalty coming up against Liam Blankush. And Taunton now will go to the power play as he sent Braden Simmons down to the ground. Well, I'd say that's a good penalty to take if you're Liam Blankush, because Taunton's in 2-on-1 if he doesn't make that trip.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is what's going to make or break is plays like this.
Face-off of the 17s in the circle, McGrath and Axon. Axon able to get it cleared down. That's a good start. It's going to be sticked aside for Noah Bloom, the junior defender. This Taunton side is a very deep roster in terms of defensemen. That one comes out. McGrath's got to get back. It's Bloom controlling at center ice. He'll play it back. McGrath going to enter in on the side against Mason Sullivan, and Sullivan will send it down again. A very good crowd making their way here to Driscoll Arena. Not as big as last year's edition between Somerset Berkley and Diamond Durfee. Game is playing out similarly so far in the opening 12 minutes, though. This is LaChance controlling again. 1:10 to go on the man advantage. LaChance still in. Sullivan couldn't get it. That one is off the post. Near side on Rodriguez. Clancy feeds it across. Bloom down low to McGrath. McGrath across, no connection, and McKenna might have gotten a touch. He'll go off for the change as Somerset Berkley gets it down to the Taunton end again. Another shot goes wide from Rodriguez as LaChance took it. LaChance going to get on the end of this one yet again. LaChance holding, taking the shot, blockered away. Rebound goes to Valarelli. Jamie Valarelli holding it against Sullivan. Goes down to Trey Nadeau. Nadeau off the stick, loose in the crease. Preston tapped it to the side. Here's the other number 8, Valarelli, out to the point. Gets it across. LaChance shooting it. Gets deflected high off the glass. Bloom again, 20 seconds to go on the power play for Taunton. Swung around to LaChance. LaChance walking in, save, rebound, not cleared. Simmons with Gonzalez pressuring him. Braden Simmons the backhand. Jamie Valarelli. Valarelli on the backhand behind Rodriguez's net. Sullivan will get it out. Oh, and Blankush could have had a chance on a breakaway right out of the box, but LaChance did very good to deny that. Nadeau sends it up the side. Gonzalez shoved off the puck. Sullivan took a stumble. Nadeau back down for Simmons. Simmons over to Valarelli. Blankush with a good nudge on the side. Mason Sullivan gonna start up a rush for the Raiders the other way. He's in with Evan Sylvia. Sullivan, a shot is saved by Tomaszewski. Rebound is gonna stay in the zone for the moment. Eventually tapped out. Rodriguez will stick it aside. Good tap up from Preston. Not going to mean much though, as he's right off the ice. 1 minute to go in the first period. There's Mello. Oh, a good stick drag there by Caden Clancy. Too far for Barboza. It's an icing. Well, Mikey, we've been talking about Somerset Berkley a lot so far. For the Taunton side, what do they got to do going into the second period that they can improve on?
I feel like just keep up their high pace and physical style of play, because especially when it comes to the emotional aspects of the game, if you just keep on being persistent and getting in each other's face, like there's specific players that are going to lose it and they're going to get mad and take stupid penalties, and I feel like they just keep continuing that style, like it'll build success.
A little bit too far for Gavin Kamara, but it's started up by Adam Bastos. Bastos has to cut it back on the right side. Being pressured off the puck from Riley Mellon. Kamara down low. Mellon on the puck. 22 seconds. Mello a shot blocked in front. The follow-up didn't get through. Barboza again, a third try. Controlled by Bastos, right down low. Adam Bastos gets it away. Kamara to Barboza. Barboza trying to nudge it up. He can't do so. 5 seconds to go in the period. It's Drew Nadeau controlling it. Mello couldn't get on the end of it. That is how this first period's going to end, with Rodriguez making one more stop. 15 minutes to play. It's been a 50-50 battle so far. 0-0 the score between Somerset Berkley and Taunton. On our tape delay feeds, we are going to take a short break, and we'll be back with our second period coverage in just a little bit. For the live stream, we're going to switch it over to the internal mic. We'll be back in about 10 or 12 minutes, and the second period will come up in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. All right, everyone, we're about ready to start the second period here at Driscoll Arena in the 2024 Prenda Cup Final between Somerset Berkley and Taunton. 0-0 is the score after 15 minutes of play. As mentioned, we're going to have some alumni joining us this evening on the mic. Back for a second year in a row on the mic, Matt Costa. How's it going, Matt?
I'm doing all right, man. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain.
I'm glad to hear, man. Dude, all these new players, it's real confusing. I had to look over the sheet real quick, man. It's a new era, you know?
So Taunton's new to the Prenda Cup this year. We have an audience here that is watching from Taunton a little bit. Explain to them why it's important to be in this Prenda Cup tournament and what it means to win it.
It's all bragging rights. It really is. This goes to show that when you play these teams later on in the time, because, you know, Somerset's going to play Taunton 2 more times in the schedule, Somerset's going to play Apponequet 2 more times in the schedule, and although Somerset and Apponequet didn't meet, it's all bragging rights, because they are this tournament is very exclusive, very, very exclusive, and it's all about history and tradition. It really is.
Second period underway. Let's have fun, Matt.
Absolutely. Come on.
All right. This face-off is going to be won by Taunton, and Evan Barboza will get it for Somerset Berkley. He gets knocked off the puck. Trey Nadeau going to send it in deep. Captain to captain, Mason Sullivan takes over.
Saw that he had a pretty good first game right there. Barboza?
Yeah, he did. First period hat trick. There he comes again. He feeds it across, and he couldn't find the end of the stick of Adam Bastos. Bastos will get it out to Gabe Gonzalez. That's blocked down by Nadeau. Barboza out to Bastos.
Nice little move right there.
Bastos gets crushed off the puck. Bloom couldn't get it out of the zone. Sullivan going to chop it right back down. Here's Jamie Valarelli back on it for the Tigers. So we have all the alumni coming right behind us. But since you're an alumni too, you're here for, what does it mean to see some of these players that maybe you haven't seen in like a year or two time?
So seeing these kids when I was a senior and then watching them come up as freshmen and as they got so much better over time, it means a lot. Seeing them do so well and put on such a phenomenal effort, it really is. It brings a tear to my eye, you know. Because I've, like Mason Sullivan, I know his brother Davis. I graduated with him. I've known him my entire life, and seeing him turn into the player and the person that he has today it really is wholesome. It really is. It's awesome. It's really great to see.
That was Clancy trying to find McGrath down low. That one scored it in front, and it couldn't get by Rodriguez as Drew Nadeau tapped it on frame. Here comes Brady Fitzpatrick on the left side. Couldn't make the dangle by Jonathan McGrath, the brother of former Tiger player Connor McGrath. Great player for the Taunton side when he was there.
Love Connor McGrath, man. I know him pretty well. Always a phenomenal player. And the brother, from what I've seen so far, is putting on a similar effort.
That's McKenna freeing that puck. He gets it out, and Mason Sullivan couldn't hold it in. Might be a 3-on-2 the other way. Here's Drew Nadeau getting shoved off by Blankush. Carter Sylvia coming in to help. Brady Gomes will get to it first. He sends it in. Stick down by Rodriguez.
I'm sitting here.
Yep.
I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your play-by-play, man. It's phenomenal. I'm sorry. I'm you know.
Hey, you're a regular now. You've joined 2 years in a row now. We'll get you full-time at some point.
Listen, man, I don't feel like a regular. Like I said, all these new people, all these new additions with Taunton coming into the tournament and DR becoming a part of the co-op.
That's Axon trying to find Sylvia. It's not there. Here's the junior defender, Riley Mellon. Going to try to play it up a little bit too far for Caden Clancy. McGrath will play it back to Mellon. And we did mention it is Taunton's first time ever in the tournament. As a Raiders fan, should you be excited as that one got deflected right there? How would you feel as maybe a fan of some of the other teams, as we're going to have an icing here, that you're going to have tougher competition now in this tournament with Taunton joining?
You know, honestly, for a while, I'm not going to say it was lacking in competition with the addition of Mount Hope, because they are a great program, and it was always great to have them. But it really is nice seeing that a team who Somerset has always done really well against and struggled against here and there come into this tournament and add a brand new level of entertainment and excitement. And like you said, competition.
Yes, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Evan Sylvia couldn't keep that one in the zone. It's tapped up by Jason Cashman. Carter Sylvia. Oh, he's decked hard into the boards. Carter Sylvia's been taking a beating in the first 1.5 games of this season. Matt Maher up the other way takes the slap shot wide of the target.
Honestly, and talking about Carter too, when he was a freshman, you know, he's grown a lot, literally and figuratively. You know, he's become such a great player for the program, and I love. Oh my goodness! Right.
Maher never got the shot away. Here comes Evan Barboza. He's going to be in with Evan Sylvia. Here's Barboza taking it, gets deflected off the netting and out of play. We had 5 years ago to the day, we had a puck come up here that almost killed us. Mikey, if you want to go get the puck with the writing on it, we had 5 years ago today, the first game I ever did for Somerset. Puck came flying up, and there it is right there. That's the very puck that we have. We'll put it in front of the camera real quick. There it is. I've been saving it for years.
I love that you kept that. That's amazing. That's so awesome.
That's Mason Johnson trying to find Trey Nadeau on the side. Valarelli will cut it off, and Nadeau going to send it down. Here's Gabe Gonzalez. Up the boards, another icing.
I got to know how you feel about the addition of DR to the Somerset crew.
Well, I think you know how I would feel about being a part of that DRS team on the call last year. It's always interesting because this isn't just two teams that maybe never meet. It's your biggest rival, potentially.
It was. I think it was, without a shadow of a doubt, for the 4 years that I was there, the biggest rival. We played them all the time, two times a year, every year. We never missed them, even during my COVID year. And they were the difference between our championship in 2020 and our SEC championship in 2020. And seeing them get added is really what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Brain shock, or I don't know. I'm looking for something there, but I can't figure it out. But it's really weird seeing them.
It's working out so far. 1-6-2 against Diamond Durfee, a team they lost against in the final last year. So as of right now, it seems to be working. That's Evan Barboza sending it in. It's played around the boards. Mason Sullivan, big reach of the stick, kept it in. Here's the other number 5, and Braden Simmons, who will get it out. A little bit too far for Aaron Preston, as it's covered by Tomaszewski. He'll let it go. Aaron Preston, another guy, alternate captain, who similarly with Carter Sylvia has really stepped it up since his freshman year.
I love seeing it, man. Dude, Aaron Preston, like I said, in the same case as Carter, has made some great strides in the right direction. Real team player, always takes the hit, makes the play. Here comes Cam.
Here could be a chance here for Cam McKenna. He's knocked down and sent down by Noah Bloom. We're going to have a penalty coming up.
Yeah.
There's the touch. Noah Bloom going to go to the box for a couple of minutes on that takedown.
Had him around the neck there. Got me feeling it was WWE or something like that.
Could definitely see it from up here, and we're going to welcome Mikey Alves back into the broadcast. Bryson, if you want to get a picture of this guy who did a tremendous job helping out tonight before you go.
Hey, man, I wouldn't be here without you. I appreciate it.
Matt, thank you again.
Absolutely. Mikey, use the mic. Take that, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Power play chance now for Somerset Berkley. McKenna got it free, and a good save by Tomaszewski as Evan Barboza got it on frame. Well, first 5.5 minutes of the second period, Mikey, you were watching it in there, but you could hear the intensity. It's starting to pick up now.
Yeah, I love that you can see both teams like really want it too. Like they're both keeping up with a high physicality right now.
Jonathan McGrath, short-handed, sends it in deep, which Rodriguez will have to stick aside. Mason Sullivan, the 6'3" senior defender, stepping up. Sullivan fakes it, sends it in front. No, it wouldn't go. Tapped out by Clancy on the side for Gomes. Barboza takes over. Couldn't find McKenna. Gomes can't get it out of the zone. Blanco's trying to hold it in, and Clancy with a good clearance down. Do want to apologize to our audience watching on the live stream, as looks like we're having a few technical issues, but it's okay. Bastos put it on frame. Here comes the wraparound, and LaChance knocked it down. A minute to go on the power play. Here's Mason Sullivan taking it, looking for a deflection. Wasn't there from McKenna. Gomes turned over. Here's Evan Barboza. Barboza gets it away to Bastos, controlling at the edge of the face-off circle against Nadu. Up top to Sullivan. Sullivan holding. Sullivan going to take it. It was blocked, and it's wide. McKenna got back to it for the moment, but it does come out of the zone. Sullivan with a wipeout right by the blue line. Back up and gets that puck away somehow. McKenna. And that one got deflected off of Bastos, who took a stumble. He would have had a free chance at the puck. Valarelli trying to get it by Sullivan. McKenna coming in to help. And Valarelli in full control will send it down with 15 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Tigers.
I feel like Somerset's doing a great job shutting the walls down. Like every time Taunton tries to get the puck right out, there's someone right there blocking down the boards.
Axon shoots it, it's saved. The rebound tapped away. Tomaszewski wasn't there, and Axon couldn't tap it in on the near side as that one hits the netting and it's out of play. Well, that's the biggest gasp we've heard from the Fall River faithful in tonight's game, and the face-off's going to be on the right side of Tomaszewski. Wow, what a chance. Again, if you're watching on any of our feeds, we do thank you. I'm Keegan Hambla alongside Mikey Alves on commentary. The former defender, Matt Costa, stepping in for the first couple minutes of the second period, and Brian Moniz is on camera. Axon and Valarelli to take it in the circle with 7:28 to go in the second period. Valarelli's going to get tossed off, and Matt Maher will step in. Axon wins it, gets it out to Gonzalez, intentionally wide. Here's Nadu up by Mello. Here comes Valarelli with a step. Tried to play it back to Maher. It wouldn't fall. Glove down by Nadu. Valarelli trying to spin against Nate Mello on the side. Mello, a good job holding him against the end boards. Mello in full control now. Trying to look for Preston. Bloom in there as well. Andrew Nadeau will get it back. There's the shot, save, rebound. It was right in the crease, right in front of Rodriguez. Sent all the way down. The arm is up. It's going to be another icing.
Both teams are really keeping a strong forecheck right now. I like what I'm saying from both sides. I mean, I feel like it's just really coming down to the physical puck battles. And at the end of the day, I feel like whoever has more puck battles won is going to win this game.
I remember you said 30 minutes before this game started, whoever scores the first goal is probably going to win this game. With the way it's going now, we might see that. Here comes a shot from the line, got deflected, follow-up is wide. Rodriguez had to be careful and alert. Clancy turnover. That one played up, trying to spring it forward for Curtis Sylvia. It's another icing. No, icing's going to be waved off here, my bad. LaChance battling with Sylvia, who lost his stick. Arms up in the air instead of trying to go for the stick. Mason Johnson the other way for the Tigers, and then we go. Here comes the shot. It's wide from Nadeau. Played off the boards. Gonzalez couldn't reach it. Gonzalez trying to look for the hit instead of the puck. Almost fell for McGrath. Sylvia couldn't get it out, and he trips up LaChance. We're going to have a penalty coming up against Somerset Berkley. That one blocked down. The fans are not too happy about that one. I think you could see it up here, though, Mikey. Sylvia's going to go to the box for 2 minutes.
Makes me feel old seeing players like Carter Sylvia. Like, is he a junior now?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, and I remember when he was in like middle school talking to John, the other commentator. It's crazy.
Power play chance here for the Tigers. Here's the shot from Valarelli. It's blocker to side. The rebound. Simmons had it. And it's going to be sent around and out of the zone. Brady Gomes will restart up another rush. Off the side, stick down by Mello. LaChance trying to get it forward. He did, into the zone. Nadeau couldn't find Simmons. Blankush off the skate. It works, though. It's back in the Taunton end. Valarelli up to LaChance. Pass Barboza, and Blankush trying to nudge off LaChance in the back. Simmons going to pop it up in the air for LaChance. Has Gomes at the point if he wants it. Gomes is calling for it. LaChance sends it in. It was saved. The rebound, 2 saves. Third chance comes in and was blocked down as LaChance took it. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play, and it looks like a tripping penalty is going to be called. And it looks like it's going to be against Somerset Berkley. We're going to play 5-on-3 for 59 seconds. Golden chance here, Mikey, now for Taunton to get the lead. This was the opportunity that Somerset Berkley had in the final last year. Double overtime, had a 5-on-3 advantage against Diamond Durfee. Unable to put the puck in the back of the net, and that's why Diamond Durfee won in a shootout. Taunton trying to do the opposite of that. Valarelli to step in to take the face off of the Tigers. He can't win it. Mason Sullivan couldn't get it cleared. There comes the shot from Valarelli. It's saved. Simmons to pick it up. Battle of the fives with Simmons and Sullivan. Valarelli controls it on the side. Beats it across. Bloom couldn't stick it down cleanly. He'll spin it off the boards. Here's Simmons back out. Valarelli shoots it. Saved by Rodriguez. And he covers it up for a face-off. Tell you what, Gavin Rodriguez, for it being his 4th career start, he's making it shine on the biggest stage right now.
Yeah, he's standing on his head right now.
Gavin Rodriguez, a 1-2 career record. Both those losses came against Taunton. Somerset Berkley in games decided by 2 goals or more in the last 5 years are 48-1. Only loss came last year against Taunton. Valarelli, 20 seconds to go on the 5-on-3, a minute 20 in the man advantage. Bloom a shot, blockered, and it hits the ceiling. Play's going to be blown dead. Face off on the left side of Rodriguez this time. The Raiders win it. Sullivan can try to wrap it around, send it out of the zone. He can't. Jamie Valarelli walking towards the middle, goes to the left side, fed across again. Here comes the shot from LaChance, and it's just wide, might have hit the outside of the post. Clancy gonna reach it, one penalty's over, it's a 5-on-4. Clancy back to Valarelli at the line. Left side, here's Clancy shooting it, it's saved by Rodriguez. And it's gonna come out. Axon with some good pressure in the back. Here comes Braden LaChance, the junior, stepping up, shooting it, saved by Rodriguez again. And it hits the roof once again. We'll have another face-off in the Somerset Berkley end. Let's go Raiders, the chant from Raider Nation. Right down below, glass side. Again, as we mentioned, not as big of a crowd as last year, but still an insane atmosphere nonetheless. Here's Valarelli walking in, it's blocked down. 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Clancy at McGrath, he'll pick it up himself. Clancy, the stick drag. He's still on it, leaves it for Valarelli, gets it over to the side. Valarelli back on it again, tip save, rebound, Rodriguez snagged it with the glove. Oh my goodness. And somebody lost their helmet during that sequence. It was Gabe Gonzalez. .306 to go, second period. Sullivan up and around. Gomes trying to hold it in. Preston trying to get that puck out. He will. Could be a shorthanded chance the other way. Here's Aaron Preston with Brett Axon. He shoots it. Saved by Tomaszewski. As the penalty expires, we're back to even strength. Well, Mikey, if you take a second, we look up and down these rosters. I want you to pick one player from both teams that you think could be the one to break the scoreless tie. Who are you picking on either side?
Brady Fitzpatrick for Somerset's been playing really strong, really fast. I mean, when I played, I didn't see a lot of kids that had that kind of speed. And for Taunton, honestly, I think their goaltender, Tomaszewski, is going to have to keep making big saves because Rodriguez is... He's seeming to make bigger saves than him right now.
Blankush trying to get it out of the zone. Here's Riley Mellon controlling it at the point. Tipped in, it's just wide. Oh boy, that was a dangerous chance there for Taunton. Simmons nudged off by Fitzpatrick. It's going to be too far for Mello. Maher will get to it first. Preston off the side. Mellon back on it for Taunton. And Fitzpatrick going to send it in behind the red line. Another icing. Brady Fitzpatrick, a senior on the side, second line right winger, had 8 goals, 8 assists in 11 games last year for the DRS co-op. A lot of DRS alumni making their way here to Fall River tonight. That one controlled and sent down by Johnson. Johnson couldn't chip it to keep it in. Bastos got the reach of the stick. Here's Barboza in, a stick drag, the shot, it's off the post! Went far side, Sullivan, the follow-up, couldn't find Evan Barboza. Johnson gets it out, and it's sent right back in. What a game this is turning out to be, and even better on that hit from Evan Barboza. Against Mason Johnson, we're going to have a penalty coming up. Looks like maybe a high stick was the signal, but all the alumni on the left side of us are absolutely irate on the balcony. It's against Evan Barboza.
Yeah, I played deck hockey with Evan Barboza for the South Coast Chargers in the spring, and he's a great player. He's really talented, really fast, great hands, but I feel like sometimes he let his emotions get the best of him.
Evan Barboza, senior on the Somerset Berkley side, spent his freshman year with Diamond, had 11 goals, 11 assists, 2 years over at LaSalle Academy, 6 goals, 14 assists there. 4 points in game 1. Gomes will take the shot, and Sullivan just barely got it cleared in the nick of time. That one's played down low. It came in front. Nadeau couldn't tap it on frame. Slap clearance down from Axon all the way to Tomaszicki. A minute to go in period number 2. That's Gabe Gonzalez with it. Slap shot, clearance attempt. Gonna work for Evan Silvio, one-on-one against LaChance. Silvio's shot gets blocked, hit the end board. LaChance will pick it up. Nadeau missed it. Axon in, and it was not working for him on the end of the stick. It will now, though. It did for about half a second. Valarelli right back on it, gets it over to Trey Nadeau. Valarelli, a good stick drag by Evan Silvia. Valarelli is in. He put it off the glass. Follow-up try is fanned on by Valarelli. 16 seconds to go in the period. It's off the boards, out of the zone again. LaChance on the restart gets decked down by Evan Silvia. Mason Sullivan with maybe one more chance, and it's not going to work. Simmons not going to get it away in time. Rodriguez will block her away. We're going to go into the third period with this game tied at 0. Taunton will begin the third on the power play for 36 seconds. We're going to take another short break on our tape delay feeds. We'll keep it here, back to the internal mic for our live stream. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes. Third period coming up in just a second. All right, we're about ready to begin the third period in the 2024 Prenda Cup Championship game. 0-0 the score between Somerset Berkley and Taunton through 30 minutes of play. Taunton will begin the third period on the power play for 36 seconds. Keegan Hamblett alongside Mikey Alves on commentary. Mikey, again, we mentioned it's good to have you on for your first ever broadcast.
Thank you.
You're going to get one heck of a finish here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, over the years, I've seen some pretty close Prenda Cup games, but not 0-0 going in the third period like this. Like, this is pretty intense.
It's definitely been a while since we've had back-to-back close Prenda Cups. 2017, 2018, both those back-to-back were very close, but 2019, 4-0, 2021, 3-0, 6-2 the year after. So it's good to finally see the Prenda Cup starting to have some intense drama. 15 minutes to go from Fall River, third period underway. Once again, Somerset Berkley in white, Taunton in black. That one immediately dumped in on Rodriguez. That one fed out and just off the skate, barely, of Jamie Valarelli. Not out of the zone. Here's LaChance off the boards to Nadeau. Sullivan on it for the Raiders. No touch. It'll be an icing. Oh no, they're going to wave off the icing. Might have taken a touch off the stick of Nadeau as it went all the way down. Over the red line, into the zone. Here comes Valarelli shooting it. Knocked away by Rodriguez. Faceoff's going to be right over here as Evan Barboza comes out of the box. Barboza wins it. Preston can't follow it out of the zone. Swung around, here's Gabe Gonzalez. Bloom off to the side. Bloom a good cutback against Bastis, over to Nadeau. Nadeau through the middle, Sullivan on it for Somerset Berkley. Mason Sullivan's older brother, the former captain, Davis Sullivan. He's here in the building, right up on the balcony with us. Davis was one of the best players in recent memory, had one heck of a season in that 19-1 campaign back in 2023. The face-off's going to be at center ice. As the officials just conferring with the scorekeeper in the box. Here's Nate Mello. Bastis going to chop it up. He entered in with Preston. Couldn't walk forward into the zone with it. Mello fanned on it, and Blankush will get it over to Barboza. Adam Bastis still stick dragging it by Drew Nadeau. Preston going to win the race to the puck. He tried to leave it for Mello. Preston back on it. His shot attempt is fanned on. And we're going to have an icing against Taunton. Now let's take a look at a few comments in the press box. We got Kevin Hamblett. Shout out to you, Kevin. Barbara M., thank you for the live stream. Shout out to you, Barbara. And Aiden Marcos, the former Raider. Let's go, Raider. Shout out to you, Aiden. Face-off won by Axon. That's McKenna shooting it, and it's gloved down quickly by Thomas Schicky. This time the face-off won by the Tigers. That's Gomes off to the side. Blankush stepping in. Fitzpatrick couldn't hold it in. No icing here. Mello in control for Somerset Berkley. He'll send it out, but it's controlled at the red line by the Tigers. Nadu was offside. He had to step back. Here's Nate Mello. Going to take the shot from behind the blue line. It was blocked. Gomes around for Nadu. Nadu cross ice off the stick of Fitzpatrick. Race to the puck. Blankush wins it. It's another icing. And Rodriguez didn't like that one. Blankush was behind the red line, though. Face off in our end. Now the referee having a discussion in the box with head coach Chris Mattia. Mattia in his 14th season has won 102 career games. This would certainly be up there for one of the better ones.
Oh, Coach Snyder's complaining about something.
Face-off won by Jake Pereira. Pereira tried to leave it, and Jacob Matos sends it around. Here's Gabe Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to chip it up. Carter Sylvia gets it right back to the red line. Lush had a touch. Evan Sylvia trying to play it up for either Lush or Carter Sylvia. Wasn't there. Evan Sylvia right back into the zone. That's Gomes controlling it. Evan Sylvia almost got to it. He will, and it's off the side. Rebound popped out. He couldn't get it. Lush in front, and it's snagged and released. The Taunton High fans, the jungle they call them, making the noise behind the net. Sullivan, a shot, is saved by Thomas Schicky.
Looked like Carter Sylvia came off on the bench a little bit slow. I don't know if he's hurt.
Carter Sylvia, junior on the Somerset Berkley side, 4 career goals, 1 in his freshman year, 2 last year. Played off the boards. Here's Mello. Barboza had it pop in front of him. Here comes the Let's Go Raiders chant again. Aaron Preston has Bastos. He gets it across, and it just hopped over the stick of Bastos. He's going to play it behind for Preston. Preston trying to get a step against LaChance. He can't. Mello back down. Bloom in control for the Tigers. Caden Clancy. Off a skate. We're going to have another icing.
I don't know, Keegan. I feel like this game's going to come down to just loose change in front, and someone's going to get a lucky bounce and be the hero for their team.
That's how often most of these games end. Just a strange bounce. You never know what's going to happen. A goal can pop out of anywhere. Here's Sullivan, takes it, and it was knocked down. It might have gone through off the mask of Thomas Schicky. The rebound is controlled by Mason Sullivan. Adam Bastos, backhand, and it just went wide on the glove side. Gabe Gonzalez going to let it go. Taunton's got 3 forward. McGrath across, and he couldn't find LaChance. Preston trying to get it up for Barboza. We're going to have a penalty coming up. This is going to be a hold against Taunton. Somerset Berkley to the power play.
Oh, they're getting it for hooking.
Tell you what, Raider Nation is making their presence known. They've got a whole new group of student section leaders. They have been doing an unbelievable job, not just at these hockey games, but the basketball games and football games as well. Power play chance here for the Raiders. They want to take the lead, under 11 minutes to go in regulation. Blankush gets it away to Barboza. Barboza in front. Oh, and I want to go from Adam Bastos. Hits the netting. It's out of play. I mean, I wish you could have 2 game MVP awards. Rodriguez, Tomaszicki, they are putting on a clinic. Face off on the right side of Tomaszicki. Bastos wins it. Barboza got back to it. Here's Adam Bastos switching to the forehand. Bastos controlling it at the edge of the circle. Here's Bastos. Left side, Sullivan, a shot. Got redirected as it was attempted through. Trey Nadeau will get it clear. Adam Bastos, the Raider captain. Not out. Chopped in by Bloom. Blankush in a tie-up with Valarelli. Here comes Cam McKenna. He's in with Barboza. McKenna, shot, scores!
There it is.
Cam McKenna, 1-0.
Well played.
Cam McKenna, 4:55 into the third period, redeeming himself from last year when he had a chance to win the Prenda Cup in a shootout, puts the Raiders in front.
Still a lot of hockey left to be played. I don't think Taunton's going to lay down.
Not cleared out of the zone. LaChance stepping in, a good hit from Fitzpatrick. Played up to Brett Axon. He's going to send it in. Riley Mellon now in a race with Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick wins it. Fitzpatrick is all down. Sullivan, an attempt is blocked. Fitzpatrick across the mouth of goal, and I couldn't find Axon. We're going to have another penalty coming up. This one's going against Taunton. All the momentum for the Tigers being taken away very slowly. And you can see Braden LaChance doesn't like that call. This is a Somerset Berkley side that has not beaten Taunton since senior night in 2023. Another power play chance for Somerset Berkley. That's Mason Sullivan up to Evan Barboza. Barboza couldn't get the stick drag by 2. And we're going to have another penalty coming up. This one is going to be against Somerset Berkley. There's the touch. We're going 4-on-4. And that's how quickly momentum in a game can change. "19 seconds between the penalties. That's how much time Taunton will have on the man advantage if they can kill off the whole thing." Sullivan is tripped down and no arm goes up. Unbelievable. Wow. I mean, even as a Taunton fan, you get a sigh of relief for that one. That's Brady Gomes going to send it in. Axon couldn't get it out. Here's the shot from Gomes. Save, rebound, pops up, and it's off the top of the net. Mello trying to get it away. Gloves it away from Trey Nadeau. Here's Evan Sylvia going to pick it up, trying to find Brett Axon. It's not there. Axon sticked it down. Sylvia to Axon. Saved. Mello trying to get by Nadeau. It's sent in, no icing. It would be an icing if it's sent down behind the red line because we're 4-on-4. turned over. Here's Bastis, the stick drag. He's in, and it wouldn't go. Tomaszewski made the stop. Sylvia leaves it for Gonzalez. His shot is blocked as it went through. Sullivan picks it up, makes the stick drag by Valarelli. Sullivan off the boards. Here's Gabe Gonzalez at the point, shooting it, saved by Tomaszewski, lunging forward to cover it up.
Somerset's turning up the heat in the kitchen right now.
$7:56 to go. 24 seconds in the 4-on-4. Oh, and Somerset Berkley couldn't keep that one into the zone. Blankush got to be careful. He turned it over as help coming in from Drew Nadeau got it away. Mello. Oh, good stutter step over the middle. He's by 2. Mello walking in, shooting it, saved off the line.
It was there.
5-star save from Cam Tomaszewski, and that one's going to be cleared down. We are still technically 4-on-4. It'll be an icing. The clearance came in that 4-on-4 sequence. But if anything, Somerset Berkley and Taunton will face off in the Taunton end, so might not be helping out much for the 19 seconds left for the Taunton power play. There's Riley Mellon with it. He'll go to Mason Johnson. Johnson with a big burst of steam on his right, just going to dump it in. And Rodriguez will cover it up after it took a funky bounce off the end board. Barbara M. leaving more comments. Great job of calling the game and on video. Keegan Hambler alongside Mikey Alves with Matt Costa joining in earlier. Brian Mona's on camera. Thank you for the support, everybody who's tuning in tonight. That's a backhand in front. McGrath. Oh, and they score! Drew Nadeau ties it up. What did we talk about, Mikey? Clearances. It just showed right there. 7:47, the time of the goal. Drew Nadeau has this game back on level terms.
That was a good bounce for Taunton.
The Raiders win the face-off. Bastis unable to go forward. Valarelli controlling backhand into the mix, sticked away by Mason Sullivan. Barboza gets it away to Adam Bastis. Bastis into the zone with Preston. Bastis shooting, blocked down. Gonzalez unable to keep it in. It goes to Nadeau on the right. Nadeau cutting it back. Preston trying to nudge him off the puck. LaChance picks it up. Short angle. Going to come around behind the net. Wrap around, and the net's off the line. And we'll have a stoppage of play with 6:40 to go.
Might sound like a cliche, but this is the point in the game where it's getting grimy in the trenches, and you know all these players' legs are getting tired and getting heavy, but it's just getting pushing through that second wind kind of.
It's all about who wants it more. Somerset Berkley wants revenge from the final loss last year. Taunton wants to spoil the party. First ever time in the Prenda Cup tournament. That one sent in Rodriguez. Barely controlling, will let it go for Mason Sullivan right in front of his own net. No connection with Aaron Preston. It's an icing, and Mason Sullivan apologizing for that one. You can only imagine what is going through the minds of our live stream viewers out in Somerset and Berkeley and Taunton, whatever the case may be. This game has just been turned upside down. Fitzpatrick gets it away to Cam McKenna. McKenna, it stays in the zone. Here's Brady Fitzpatrick shooting it. Oh, it was just wide off the boards. It's going to come out. Blankush, even with the top speed, couldn't get back to that puck just in time. Fitzpatrick is slammed into the boards by McGrath. Axon going to pick it up. Oh, good stick work from Bloom. McKenna chips it up. Knocked down by Johnson. Axon right back on it in front. Knocked down. Mello has to be careful with it, and he is getting to the forehand against Clancy. Mello is still in, controlling it. He shoots it. It's high off the boards. Fitzpatrick on the follow-up. He couldn't get it to go. That is where Fitzpatrick scored the game-tying goal in game number 2 of last year for DRS. Tied it up with a minute 29 on the clock against the old Rochester Fairhaven side. Ended up working out for DRS, winning overtime from Adam Bastis. Blankush over to Fitzpatrick. It stays in. McGrath let it go. Valarelli out up top. Johnson
Good
with the
patience.
move. Johnson in. Down low to Valarelli. Short angle. Sticked away by Rodriguez. Valarelli will pick it up on the side. 5 minutes to go. He shoots it. It's blocked down. Second try will go all the way down to Simmons. Simmons can't beat Mello to the puck. And he'll get right back
Someone's
onto
got to
it.
get up on that point.
Johnson
Winger's
with a
playing way
shot.
too
It
low.
took a bounce, and Rodriguez didn't steer it away cleanly. Here comes Johnson again by Evan Sylvia. Backhand right through the mouth of the goal. Fitzpatrick, just desperation, going to send it down. It's an icing.
Yeah, Taunton had a couple of opportunities there from the point because it didn't look like the winger was playing high enough. He's pretty low in the zone.
Sylvia and Valarelli in the circle. Sylvia wins it. Mason Sullivan to Carter Sylvia. Just gets it out. A move by Lush and then sent in by LaChance. Mason Sullivan had Colin Lush. No deflection, another icing. And Snyder thought that one took a touch on the way through. The referee says no, sir.
If I'm Coach Schneider, pretty soon I'm thinking about taking a timeout and regrouping my team because Raiders are kind of all over the place right now.
This is also a Somerset Berkley side with a lot more depth compared to last year's team. That's what gave in overtime last year, the lack of depth, the exhausted guys out there. Mason Sullivan, the stick drag, the shot, and it wouldn't fall. It's off the boards again. Colin Lush with a good takedown in the
going
back.
on in the corner.
Letting them play. That's the way we do it here at Prenda. Lush's shot is blocked down. He gets it out to Evan Sylvia for a one-timer. It's blocked again. It's sent all the way down. It might die down before an icing. There it is. It's waved off. Carter Sylvia took the touch. No icing. Here comes Adam Bastis behind the net. Bastis still controlling, has Mason Sullivan. Bastis cuts in, takes the shot. It's off the boards. 3.5 to go in regulation. Sullivan still on it. Tried to send it in. Off a Tiger stick. Gonzalez. All the way down. LaChance will regather. Barboza trying to clothesline him into the boards, trying to make a play on the puck. Aaron Preston leaves it for Blankhurst. His shot! Oh, he didn't see it. Mello the follow-up. Oh! It wouldn't go. Yeah, we have a whistle on the stoppage of play.
That shot get a piece of Tomaszewski?
Oh, he was sprawling out. I thought he snagged it originally with the glove. That definitely wasn't the case. It might have hit somebody on the way through. The face-off's still going to be in the Taunton end. Mello couldn't keep it in. This is going to be a 2-on-1 chance for Taunton the other way. It's fed across. Here it comes. Saved by Rodriguez. It's popped in front from Clancy. It wouldn't go on the second effort. Here comes Adam Bastis up the other way with Evan Barboza. They can't enter it in cleanly. Blankush stepping up as the defender. Mason Johnson now battling with Aaron Preston. Preston got it away. Mello with a good job to keep it in for the moment. You would have had a breakaway from Clancy. Going the other way. Preston off the boards, too far for Barboza. This one springs out. It could be a one-on-one chance the other way. Here it comes. They score! Caden Clancy puts Taunton in front 2-1. Third goal in 2 games for Caden Clancy. And with 2:10 to go, the Taunton Tigers have the lead in the final. Now the question becomes, when do you pull Rodriguez? Here comes Brady Fitzpatrick wearing number 2. He's always been the game 2 hero. Axon going to follow it up against LeChance. That puck is still battled for on the end boards. Here's Trey Nadeau. He can't get it out of the zone. Gonzalez across from Mason Sullivan. He's walking in, takes the shot. It's off the boards again. It's going to come out of the zone. Gabe Gonzalez sends it right into the Tiger bench. And it goes back to now, when does Kevin Snyder, if he wants to use that timeout, you got to draw up something.
I said you got to now. Only 1:40 to go. You don't know if you're going to get another chance.
Faceoff's going to be at center ice. And there it is. There's the timeout call from Kevin Snyder with 1:41 to go. We'll keep it here during the timeout. Once again, the next games for both sides. Somerset Berkley at Plymouth North Monday at 2 o'clock. I'll have the call for that one on tape delay. Taunton High next game, also Monday. That game will be at 11 o'clock against Middleborough at the Bridgewater Ice Arena. Mikey, just an absolute punch in the gut from the Taunton side, and especially Caden Clancy. You knew he was going to be the guy to step up.
That was a great shot.
What does Somerset Berkley got to do in the last 1:41?
I feel like they just got to play hard to get pucks on net and hope for something good.
All it takes is one shot that can tie the game. Somerset wants to avoid heartbreak for a second year.
I feel like it all starts mentally, though. Like, you can't start feeling bad for yourself. If you're the Raiders, you can't start feeling bad for yourself that you blew the lead and there's only 1:40 to go. You just got to try your best and see what comes out of it.
How bad do you want this win? If you want it more, you need it now. Mello going to glove it in the Somerset Berkley zone. Try to make the stick drag. Desperation time here for the Raiders. That one popped right in front. Rodriguez with the save as Mason Sullivan turned it over. That's Adam Bastos on the right side. It comes right back across. Here's Bastos shooting it off the glass. Follow up from Barboza. Wouldn't go. Rodriguez still staying put in net. It's going to go down. That's the icing. And I think this is where you pull Gavin Rodriguez. There he goes to the bench. The net's going to be empty.
One thing I noticed about Taunton, too, is they're doing a much better job utilizing the boards. Somerset looks like they're the much faster team, but they're playing around with the puck too much, trying to make too many moves on the inside.
I'd say this arena right now is probably 70-30 in favor of Somerset Berkley. It makes sense. They're the closer team. That's Gomes sending it around. Nate Mello with the reach of the stick, able to keep it in, goes down low to Barboza. LeChance off the boards. There's the shot, and looked like McKenna might have gotten a touch. Still staying in the zone. Axon kept it in. That's Nadeau sending it down. There's another icing. Clock will stop with 46.6 to go. Thomas Schicky will have the face-off on his left. The Raiders win it. Barboza trying to get to it. He can't, and Taunton sends it out of the zone. 40 seconds to go. There's Mello. Over to Axon. Axon holding, shooting it. It saved the rebound. Wraparound try. Still loose. Mello on the follow. One-timer. It was blocked down.
Couldn't settle the puck there.
That's Valarelli sending it down. 25 seconds to go. One last chance here for Somerset Berkley. Driscoll Arena on their feet. Evan Barboza enters in on the left. Barboza around behind the net. Sent in front. Axon. Out to the point, it comes out, everybody's got to get back. 10 seconds to go.
Right,
Here's Mello, nudged off by Nadu, sent down by the Tigers. Sullivan with one last chance. Adam Bastos enters in.
Yeah,
they're offside at the line. Faceoff's going to come just outside of the zone. That's about going to be that. Tie up on the face-off. It doesn't matter. The Taunton Tigers have won the Prenda Cup. Well, the handshake line will go on. The Taunton Tigers, first time in the Prenda Cup tournament, have snatched it from the greatest team in Prenda Cup history, Somerset Berkley. 2-1 the final score, and Mikey, Cam McKenna got it going early on. 10 minutes to go in the third. They have all the momentum on their side. 2 goals, though, from Taunton. Seals off a Tiger win.
Yeah, it seemed like they weren't letting up too. Like they were keeping the pressure on. They were keeping a strong forecheck in the O-zone, but I don't know. It just seemed like Taunton had opportunities and they capitalized on better.
Could hear a pin drop in this place right now. That's going to change. Here comes goalie Cam Tomaszicki with the Prenda Cup right in front of the jungle. This Taunton team definitely deserve to be here. They deserve to win this trophy. Somerset Berkley will fall to 1-1 on the season. Taunton High 2-0. But Mikey, as you know, Coach Snyder always has 3 goals at the beginning of each season. Win the Prenda Cup, win the conference, at least win 1 playoff game. First goal, they don't capitalize on it. How does this set forward the rest of the Raiders campaign?
I feel like it's just one of those things you got to brush off. It's like, it's the beginning of the season tournament. Like, if you look at it, like, yeah, it might have a lot of value to the local teams around here, but what matters most is getting a shot at winning states. And I feel like they just got to, you know, not worry about this and get right back when they're playing Monday and, you know, just start off strong. They started off strong tonight, but I don't know. It just seemed like Taunton capitalized better.
To the Taunton side, one of their biggest wins in recent memory as they get the celebratory photo right now in front. Although there's only 4 teams, this trophy is hard to win, and winning this, as Matt talked about, really sets a tone for the way the rest of your regular season is going to go. What are you expecting from this Taunton side as we continue into 2025?
Yeah, I mean, they seem like a really strong team. I think Somerset looked like the better team. It's just they didn't, you know, I don't know, it just wasn't meant to be. But look at last year. They lost a big game in the Prenda Cup Final. Where did they end up? The final, what was it, the Elite 8 or
Final
the
Four,
Final
first
Four?
time ever.
Yeah, and obviously, like, it means something, but at the same time, it doesn't mean as much as you think.
That is going to do it for our coverage. We do thank you for watching on our live stream. It does mean a lot. If you haven't yet, make sure to like and subscribe the video and to the channel. Brian Moniz, as always, you did a tremendous job on camera. Thank you very much. Matt Costa, who joined in during the second period. He's a regular now. Thank you to Matt for helping out. Mikey Alves, again, first game, did one heck of a job. Congrats. And we will see you Monday, 2 o'clock at Plymouth North for our next Somerset Berkley hockey game. For all of us at Berkley TV, Somerset TV, Taunton TV, our Blue Raider Studios YouTube, and my broadcasting YouTube channel, I'm Keegan Hamblett signing off, wishing you the best. Be good. The Taunton Tigers are Prenda Cup champs. Have a good night.